Latin jazz Montuno patterns. So we're starting with this 2/5, D minor 7 to G7. And we're dropping sizzle down to hizzle. It's the 7 to the 2 chord, down a half step to make the 5. And you know, that's the Oye Como Va riff. You can just get comfortable with those notes to start. And then we're going to give it this broken chord technique that's a Montuno technique. So you're splitting your thumb off from the rest of the chord and creating the rhythm out of that. Left hand a little bit simplified from an authentic Montuno pattern, so that you can coordinate your right hand thumb with your left hand rhythmically. Every time your thumb hits, your left hand hits. That's like Montuno version number 1, basic 2/5, classic, simple Montuno, right? Now you could do version 2, which is with the chromatic line cliche in there. So your thumb is moving down by half steps. And the left hand, instead of going D, F, G, I'm going D, A, G. That just fits better with that C sharp there. Creates kind of a little A augmented chord. And then you got your 4/3 on the G7. With the chromatic line cliche in the right hand. Now version 3 is with the chromatic line cliche and octaves added, an octave added in your right hand, and arpeggio figures. So that's a couple of new things. You got the octave and you got an arpeggio figure. Anytime that you have a broken chord figure like this, you could arpeggiate instead of the broken chord. You're just splitting up those two notes. Right? And you can do this with the octave or without the octave. Right? It's the same thing. Octaves without the arpeggio figures, too. You can do the octaves on Montuno Variation 1. technique and the arpeggio figure technique are really applicable on any of these variations. So I'm going to take you now to the Montuno variation 4, which is with the authentic left hand timbal. Right? And this makes it kind of harder. I was going to say exponentially harder. It's not exponentially harder, but it's very much harder because you have to now coordinate on an interlocking left and right hand rather than a unison rhythm. Check it out. The left hand goes. Because the right hand's hitting on the and of 4. Okay? So you got 4 and a 4, and it creates this really fun. Which is really fun to play once you can feel it, once you can put it in your fingers, but tricky to work out in the beginning. Okay, so those are your 4 variations of the Montuno to work on, and I want you to basically just go as far as you can through those variations. Start with 1, move on to 2, move on to 3, move on to 4, and then you know, your homework with that is to transpose it to as many keys as you can.